So, Savior, I would like you to share your screen so that we'll start this training.
Okay. All right, sir. Let me do that. So, all right, I'm here.
Okay, okay. So let me wait for. Okay, let's wait like for the next 2 minutes. We'll start. Okay.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can now start the class. It's already 8 o'clock. So I would like you to search what is Python function for me. Hello, Savior.
Sam,
Hello,
I'm
Savior.
searching it. Yes, I'm
Okay.
searching it. Hmm. Can you see my screen?
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. Should I read it out?
Okay, now you can read it and tell me what you what you understand by this.
Okay. Function in Python. You use functions in programming to bundle a set of instructions that you want to use repeatedly, or that, because of their complexity and better self-contained in a subprogram and called when needed. That means that a function is a piece of code written to carry out a specific task. So, sir, what I understand by this is just simply this last statement. I think it explains what everything, that a function is a piece of code that is written to carry out a specific task. And also from the previous sentences, I also understand that it could be that it's a task that need to be repeatedly, or maybe the task is complex,
Okay,
or it is better contained in a particular code. So they use that code so that they can reduce the complexity, and then to reduce the fact, since it's repeated with as many times as possible, the code will be used, and then the desired result will be carried out as many times as possible. That's what I
good,
understand about it.
good. It's good, good, good. Easy. right answer you gave me is good, and I love the way you explain it. Okay, it's
Yes, sir.
okay by me. And also, can you search for examples of functions? Examples of
Okay.
function. So,
Okay.
and can you read it? Can you read it?
Yes. Python.
Starting from the first.
Okay.
Okay.
A function is a function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Suppose we need to create a program to make a circle and color it. We can create two functions to solve this problem. Function to create a circle, function to color the shape. Dividing a complex problem into smaller chunks makes our program easy to understand and reuse. Create function. So we have type of function, example of function. I think there's one create function. So you say let's create our first function. Def greet print hello world. I think create function is the first example according to what I'm reading here. Then we have calling a function. In the above example, we have declared a function named greet.
Hello, please save your go through the diagram. The diagram.
Okay, create
Okay.
function. Let's create our first function.
Okay.
Def
Did what the dev? What do you understand by the dev? Dev is a keyword.
define.
It's used to
Okay,
create a function. It's a keyword which is used to create a function. And the greet is a function name, like just like we create our variable. Just like that, we create our variable name. So the greet is a name of the function. You can assign any name. You can assign any name. It's just like a variable name, okay? Just like a variable
okay,
name. Why the print is the outputting of our function. So, okay, now stop there. So, I want you to search for parameters for me. Parameter.
okay.
What's the meaning of parameter in Python programming language?
A parameter is a variable listed inside the parentheses in the function definition. Let me take that again. A parameter is a variable listed inside the parentheses in the function definition. An argument is the value that is sent to the function when it is called. So
Okay.
that's what I saw.
Okay, now this statement is a variable listed inside the parameters. Now, if we want to calculate for two numbers A and B, and when we declare the parameter the function def the variable name which is add. Now we are going to pass in A and B. That A and B is the variable we are listing inside the function. Okay, so I want you to search for what is argument. And okay, now no, search for an example of parameters.
Okay. You say, for example, when you write lens, open bracket, parenthesis, ABC, close bracket, or lens, open bracket, a list, 3, 9, then hello. Lens is the name of a function, and the value that you put inside the parenthesis, the string ABC, or the list 3, 9, hello is a parameter value.
Okay, these are parameters. This is an example. Okay. Now we want to check for
Yes, sir.
argument. What is argument? Search for argument.
Okay.
What is argument? Before you search for the examples of argument. Okay. Search for argument.
An argument is the value passed to a function when it is called. Fundamentally, parameters are the variables inside a function's parentheses. Arguments provide values for those parameters. In computer programming, an argument is a value that is accepted by a function. Before we learn about function arguments, make sure to know about Python functions. Okay, it means we're on track. Python function arguments: def add underscore number, open bracket, a comma b close bracket full colon. Sum is equal to a plus b add numbers 2, 3 hashtag output full colon sum is 5. In the above example, the function add underscore numbers open close parameter A and takes parameter B. Okay, notice the line. Here add number open bracket 2 comma we get values 2
So,
and 3
Savior.
respectively. Function argument
No, Sa-
with sir sir
Hello.
yeah yes sir, can you hear me? Can hear you.
Hello, Savior.
Yeah, sir, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, now an argument is the value that is sent to the function when it's called. Is the value that is sent to a function when it is called. Now, so you can stop sharing. Let us start the class by taking an examples of a function. So let's take examples of function and let's see how functions work. So I'm going to start. I'm going. Remember, when we want to declare a function, we use def. We are going to use def to start a function. Now let me connect my Google Colab. So I said when we are declaring a function, we are going to use def. Then we are going to call the variable name. Now I'm going to declare my first function, okay, my first function. Now I'm going to pass in the brackets, then colon. Now I want it to print for me hello Python, and I'm going to use the print. I'm going to pass in my variable name, my string hello Python. Now I want to call my function. Now for me to call my function, I'm going to call it like this. Now I'm going to copy this. This is what I will use to call my function. I want to run it now. I want to use another code tab. Okay. Once I run it, you see automatically I've already printed hello Python. Did you see our first function we have created?
Yes.
With this, you can call it any. So now we want to collect users details. Now we are going to create a function called details, and these days we are going to collect name, user ID, country. Then we are going to pass in variable when we want to use it. Okay, now I'm going to call the def again. Def, then details, there is a variable name. Inside the details, I'm going to pass in parameters. Remember, we look on parameters. Now, parameters is what you pass in, the variable you pass in, the list of variable you pass in. Now, I'm going to pass in name, comma. I'm going to pass in user ID. I'm going to pass in country. So then column. Now I'm going to print name, going to print name, then column. Then I'm going to call my function name, my parameter name. Okay, still the same here. I'm going to print user ID, user ID, and still the same method I use. I'm going to call the user ID. So I'm going to print the country, country. Okay, I'm going to say country. Then, are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're with you.
Now, now I'm going to run it. For us to call our function, I'm going to call details. Inside the details, we have already declared our function before. Inside the details, I'm going to call Anita. This is where we are going to pass in our original details we need. Anita, the user ID, I'm going to pass in 1234, comma, and I'm going to also pass in the country as Indian, okay, or Nigeria. Now, so I'm going to make Anita a string. So I'm going to run it. So what did you see? Our results. Hello, what did you see?
Name Anita, user ID 1236, country
Did you see how
Nigeria.
we pass in the parameters and it produced name Anita, user ID 123?
Yes.
So this is how the parameters work. So and let's see other program again, and we are going to create a square, how to square a number, and we are going to create a function def. Then we are going to say square. So the square is our variable name. We are going to pass n, so column. Now this is where we want to perform our calculation. We are going to create a variable name called n, and equal to n times n. Times is what? N times n is what?
N square.
Okay, that is the square root. We are going to look for the square. Then this is the calculation we are using, and we are going to say that the system should return n. The system should return, and do not be lost. Return is used for print, just like the print. I can say return and I can say print. Okay, then
Yes.
I run it. This is our program. This is our function we have created. What we just need to do, always call the square, then we pass in our variable. Automatically it will be calculated. Anytime, once you have created a function, anytime you are writing a code, you call the function name, you pass it will automatically calculate. Function is used to write multiple lines of code, which you can use at any time. It is flexible to use and all. So let's see the square root of the square of the square of 10. The square of 10 is 100. Now let's look the square of 100. Did you see how we have generated a function?
Yes.
Hope you understand it.
Yes.
So, and I want to tell you that this week is the third week, right?
Yes, I did.
And okay, we are supposed to assign give you are supposed to assign a or I'm supposed to give you guys an assignment today. But during this third week, I will not assign any assignment for you guys. So the fourth week is our last week for this training, and the fifth week is our project. Okay, so
Yeah.
by next week, your project will be assigned to you guys. On Fridays, on Friday is the conclusion of this class. Okay,
Yeah.
which your project will be assigned to you guys, then which will run for 1 week. You are supposed to do your assignment 1 week before, and Friday, the next upper Friday, you are supposed to submit your project. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let's continue. Let's continue. We have almost rounding up this. We are almost rounding up this training, and we should not be too scared of the class again, because we only have few more days so that you guys will relax. But I will also advise you guys to try to also go on research and also do more research after the end of this training. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see how we can create a function of even and odd number. Even and odd number. Okay. Now we are going to create a def. Then we are going to say even underscore odd. And we are going to say number. So Chioma, I want to hear from you. Tomorrow is the study session. You know you are the one, and you and Anita the one are calling the section. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Just you are the one anchoring tomorrow's study session, right?
Yes.
Mute
Yes.
your mic and chat, please. Mute your mic. You can send the chat. So I don't know, your mouthpiece is having some noise. Okay. You are the one, and Anita, you and Anita is the one anchoring tomorrow's study section. Please make sure you are there and you are ready to present. Okay. So why Savior and James is for next week. Okay. Now I'm going to create a variable name called the even and odd, then pass in norm. Then we are going to say if no modulus 2 equal to 0, print no comma is even number. S print no comma is odd number. So this is how this is our function we have created, and we are going to write it like this: even underscore odd, because we are passing it now, and we are going to pass 10. Let's see if 10 is an odd number or even number. So, so let's see. 10 is an even number. Now let's see if 3 is an odd number. 3 is an odd number. So did you see the simple way we created it? The simple way method, savior.
Yes, I've seen it now.
And I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, if not that thing, kind was giving me difficulties.
So now, so okay, can you share your screen so that you can give me an example of can give me an example. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, you can give me an example by creating a full name. Okay, so I want you to practice with me. So let me stop sharing.
So, so
So give me an example.
wait, you said a full name. I didn't really get your question. Sorry.
Okay, create a function for me. Create a function, any type for you
Okay.
for me. Any function you can. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing is there. So let's say um okay, I'll call it account names. Accounts underscore names. And I run it.
Okay. It has not been completed.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
expected colon.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So then you are going to create a variable called full name.
Full name.
Yes, account name. Create a
Yeah.
variable. Not there, not there. Okay. After the colon, a new tab. Oh yeah, create full name.
Yes.
Then equal to, and the string and square bracket, curling bracket,
Okay.
open and close. String before curling bracket.
Okay.
So open and close curling
Yeah.
bracket.
But
Okay, move to the next. Give a space and do no inside the string. Inside the string.
okay.
Inside the string. Go
Okay.
to
Okay.
the
Okay.
next. Okay, space. Okay, space. Then curling
Yeah.
bracket again. Open and close. Coil.
Okay.
Okay, next again, space and curling bracket again.
Yes.
Okay, now inside inside our account name, pass in a parameter called a full name, comma. Inside the parameters, after we have created def, we have account names.
Yeah.
Inside the passing parameters full name, comma, no, first name, sorry. First name and middle name, first name, comma, middle name, comma, and last name.
Yeah. Yes, I were there. Yes, I were there. We are there. Sir, sir, we are there. Oh. Hello, can anyone hear me? Or have I been kicked out by network? James, can you hear me? Chioma?
I can hear you.
Sorry, I got a call from someone. That's
Okay,
why
okay.
my network cut me off. Okay, now
All right.
come to the second line. It just come to the second line, the account name, bracket open and close, that three, then the end of it. The end of it is the string now. So after the string, they put just do like you are printing using the format method where you use dot format, then you pass in your um, first name, middle name, last name, and not there. Don't not there. Put the dot format. You don't pass a long processing. Okay, continue. Then
So is that it?
do not put string. Okay, do not put string on it because when
Okay,
you pass in the parameters, you did not put string.
okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, now run it. Run it. Let's see.
Yeah, it ran.
Okay, come down at the end of the
New code.
account name. At the end, take a new tab and print. No, no, inside the
Okay,
function you created.
okay.
Take a new tab and print the full name for me. No, account name. Sorry,
Yeah.
account names. I want you guys to see that you can also use print instead of return. Okay, that's why I
Yes.
introduced the print to you guys.
So
Okay,
should I put
now
it as
go
a
to that
string?
new. No, leave it. You leave it
Okay,
like that.
it ran.
Okay, now go to that new tab and you call the account names. Then you pass in names. Pass in names. You can pass in your first name, your middle name, and your last name. You can pass any other names, okay? In
Mm.
string, in string, in string separated by comma.
Okay.
You only pass in the first name, the middle name. What about the last name?
Yes, I'm going to pass it.
So you can run. So this is our output, right?
Yes.
You can also pass in any other thing, any other thing. This is how you can create a simple function, okay? Now you can stop sharing. So let me share my screen.
Okay.
So now this is a function to add two numbers. I've already write down these notes for you guys. So I will just explain them because I've already introduced how to create the function for you guys. So now you remember def is for the creating of a function, then the add numbers is the variable name. We pass in a and b. So a and b is our parameter. Then we say C as the variable name, we return C, we print C. Okay, now we declare a variable called E and we call the add function and then pass in the parameters. So we printed uh, E. So this is how it works. And now this is a function for addition, and you see we have already add this number. So now we declare a variable. Now this is where we declare a separate variable. Then we can also call the function we have already created before. Now this is our variable we have created. We assign num1 to 20, num2 to 40. Then remember we have already created a variable called add numbers. So we pass in this variable we created newly inside it, and it produces for us 60. Still the same way we declare a variable called 1, and the integer we want the users to impute their desired number or any number of their choice, which we use the input for them to impute their numbers. Okay, then we said that everything should be in a result, and then we print out the result. So this is a function for greeting, and we want our system to greet us using our names. Now we created the def and say greet, then we pass in the name, then we return using the f string to return it. Remember, return is also the same as print, okay? It's also the same as print. So this is where I also declare a variable called user, and I want it to give me an input. So I declare an output, and I also name it as greet, which we have already created our function here. So I call the greet, and I pass in the user as my parameter. Then I print out the output. When I print out the output, it gave me enter your name. I enter instructor Moses, which he said, hello, instructor Moses. This is how we create a simple program in function. So, and okay, this is okay now. This is a method to look for the maximum number. This is a method to look for a maximum number. So we created the def function. Okay. Okay, now let me I believe I did not teach you guys how to calculate for maximum and minimum. Hello, did I introduce you guys to calculate maximum or minimum numbers?
No, you didn't.
Okay, now let's see. We are going to look for check these examples of this example calculation of maximum and minimum. So now I'm going to write a code. I'm going to declare a variable called um, maximum maximum number. Underscore num. Okay. Then we are going to declare a list, and the list we are going to pass in for 3 comma 4 6 7 and then 9. Now we want to check for the maximum number inside there. We can use different way to check for the maximum number. We can use the method called maxi method. We can also use the method called the function. We also use um, the method called maxi and also the method called um, mini. So let's see this maximum. Let's see this maximum maximum number. We are going to say dot max. So now let's see our output. Let's call it. So I'm coming. So okay. Now let me pass it inside here. Okay. Did you see it? This is how we can check the okay. Maximum don't have a method, but it has a function. It has a function called max, a function called max, and it has a function called mini. Okay, this is how we check for our maximum number. The maximum number here is 9. Did you see it? It's 9. Now we can change it to mini, then run it. The minimum number is 3, right?
Yes.
Hello. So
Yes.
this is the method.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, now we can also sort. First of all, we can you can use your index. You can use your index method to get your minimum, and you can use your your index, then you sort. We have two type of sort. We have the sort and the sorted in a list. The sort, we have the sort and the sorted. Okay, sorted is a function. It's a function. While sort is a method. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see the sorted. Now let's sort. Okay. Everything is sort. Okay. Now I want to copy this, arrange it uh, to a way that is not sort. Okay. Now let me run it. Did you see it? It has already sorted the number for me. Hello. Did
Alright.
you see it has already sorted? Yes. Now let's see if we can use the dot sort method. Now let me call the variable max maximum, and I want you to know that one of it one of it I want you to know that one of it do not store it permanent, while one is stored for permanent. Okay. Now this is the sort method, and when I run it here, it will sort it for me. Did you see it? So
Yeah.
it has already sorted, but one of it do not sort permanent.
So
Okay.
what do you mean by that?
Okay, now did you see I created this variable? I already created the variable. When I call it, it printed it out, right?
Yes, in the sort format.
In a sort format, in a separate tab.
Yeah.
But in the sorted, you can wait, let me run it. Let me run it first. So when I run it, it did not give me a result. Why? It tell me to run my variable name. Did you understand?
Okay.
When I declare this list and I sort it using the sort method, when I run it, it did not print anything out, right?
Yes.
I have to call the variable name, and then it will give me the sort value.
Okay.
But look at the sorted.
So
Look at the sorted. The sorted is a function on its own. Did you see? When I
yeah.
pass it, when I run it, automatically it will give me the result. It will print it out for me once. Look at it. It will print it out for me without requesting for the variable name. So this one the sort store for permanent, while the sorted do not store permanent. I believe you understand.
Yes.
So okay. Now this is a way to create a sort method. Now this is a way to create a sort method. Now okay, now since I want to also teach you how we can index to get our maximum number. We are still dealing on maximum number. Now since we have sort it, we can index it like this. Okay, we have seen our results, we have sorted it, and we have seen our result. Now we can do it like this maxi, then we can get our index. The highest number here is 9, and which is minus 1. We can get our maximum number like this. We sort what? Why is it giving me wrong answer? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, did you see what I said? Normally, when I printed out -1, it gave me 6. It did not
Yeah.
stall it. It did not stall it. But
Okay.
when I come here, when I come here, okay, I'm coming. No, I'm coming. So let
The
me
same
use
method
this
instead,
the sort
not the
method. Okay,
method. Yeah.
yeah, the sort method. Let me declare the sort method. Okay,
Okay. Now that I fully understand it.
okay. Now you understand.
Yes, I understand what you meant by it doesn't store it forever, permanently.
Yes. Now, so when I run it now and print it, it will give me the result. Now I can index it. I can index it, and it will give me the maximum number. It will give me the maximum number. Unlike the first one that did not even give me. Did you see it? When I index it, it gave me 9. When I
Yes.
indexed the other, it did not give me 9. So are you guys following? Are you
Yes.
guys with me? I hope
Yes.
you understand it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So still the same way we use the maximum, the function to calculate for maxi. Then we declare a variable called max. Then we set list, and we said max is equal to list, our empty list. Then we get a passing a for loop, which is said for num in list, if num is greater than max, and max is equal to num, print max, which it gave us a maximum number. Okay, so this is a program for it, how to create a maximum number and all. So I believe okay, this is for simple calculator. So
Sir,
so I
sir.
hello,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I think you said you were at the end of the class you send us this note.
Yes, you want it?
Yes,
Do you
that
want it?
yes, after everything. I don't know if
Yes, I will send you on one condition. You must complete your training. You
okay
must
now.
complete your training, and before you must complete your training and be certified before you can request for your notebook. Okay.
Alright, sir.
So that is the only condition which I will be able to share the notebook for you guys. Okay. You
Alright,
must
sir.
be certified and fully perform the requirement, which is you are, you are expected to graduate successfully and defend your project. Okay.
Yes. Alright.
Now, so this is a simple calculator, and this is palindrome. I've teach you about palindrome before, so factorials and all. So this is left for you to do uh, um, your research, and I will call it a day here. And also, I will tell you that next week we are going to continue. Okay, we are going to start a new topic, which is class. That is the end of Python programming language here in CM Tech. We are going to end the IMS class. Then, after we have ended uh, with class, we are going to start the advanced data analysis, which we are going to start NumPy and pandas and visualization using Power BI. Okay,
Yes.
and that advanced class is where we are going to analyze data. We are going to see how we analyze our data. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this course is for you to be introduced into the Python, the programming system. When you're analyzing data, I think it's easy to analyze though, but you need to have the fundamental Python knowledge, okay? And
Yes, sir.
so next week Monday, we are having our we're having our class, which is class, and on Friday is advanced okay, advanced class, which is pandas, okay, NumPy and pandas, okay. So let's see how it goes. So anyone want to speak? Is there anyone who want to speak? Hello.